person. I feel like I would take an offer from anybody besides Mr. Wonderful.
You're a get the out of here.
Oh! Okay, well, are you all out?
You.
From Boston, Massachusetts, candidate Manish Sethi asked for $500K in exchange for 3.14% of his business. To stop the sharks from doing the undesirable habit, the candidate explained to them how his product works. Some of the sharks began to chuckle. Additionally, he mentioned their post-launch accomplishments.
Pavlok harnesses scientific methods that have been researched for decades. Our users have had incredible success in changing their behaviors. I've always had severe ADD. I could never get myself to actually get stuff done. I hired someone to sit down next to me and slap me in the face every time I went on Facebook. And it very rapidly trains your reptile brain to associate that uncomfortable stimulus with the bad habit.
This is based on the Pavlovian principle.
He also explained to the shark how he came up with the idea for his firm. The sharks received the samples too. After receiving the product Zapshot, the sharks became alarmed. Mark declared it to be gibberish when the competitor was responding to a question from Robert. Regarding the sales of his product, the candidate was debating with all the sharks.
Can you set it higher?
Yeah, I'll do it right now. All right.
Oh! Turn it back.
Turn it down.
Ow, wow, how do you turn it off?
More than 50% of our users break their habit in 7 days or less.
Let's leave the skepticism out for 1 minute. Explain to me why you're worth $14 million.
Sure. Number one, our sales are great.
What are your sales?
We actually just began shipping this week. We've sold $800,000 of revenue.
Wait, pre-orders.
3/4 of the users were pre-orders and 1/4 of the users were prototypes.
You got a book that
These
has
are your
none of those studies are yours.
No,
They're
no,
just
no, no.
related
These
to
are
virgin
studies we
therapy.
The contender was debating the sales of his merchandise with each shark. Lori opted out since she said this product was not for her. Barbara also left the session because she said it was difficult and exhausting. Robert claimed that the product's valuation was excessive and that is why he was absent. Mark was already upset with him when he revealed the reason for his absence.
As I say, things are either heroes or zeros. For me, this is a nowhere near-o. I'm out.
On pre-orders, it's too much.
Right, but you went so over the top with nonsense, and for those reasons, I'm out.
Kevin proposed a loan of $500,000 with 7.5% equity for 24 months and 3.14% equity to the man. Since Manish dislikes Kevin, he turned down the offer.
I'm going to put it on for 24 months at 7.5% and balloon payment me back in 2 years. If 1/3 of your projections are right, you can easily do that.
This is the problem. Damn it.
There's a problem.
There's no problem.
And Mr. Wonderful, like, I can't.
CEO of Tycoon Real Estate is California native Aaron McDaniel. He was asking for $50,000 in exchange for 3% of his business. The participant was explaining to the sharks how Tycoon Real Estate genuinely operates. Mark Cuban declared that he despises this and is leaving.
Tycoon Real Estate is a crowd investing platform that allows everyday people to invest in real estate for as little as $1,000.
I hate it. I'm out.
Well, Mark, that's aggressive.
Once you're here, you can look through our list of investment opportunities. There are a variety of different types, from residential to commercial, each with their own unique investment objective. Anyone can be a real estate tycoon.
The candidate also provided information on how to invest in their business to the sharks. Robert questioned the participant about how he could earn money from his investments. Mark was pleased with his inquiry. The competitor then responded to his query, and Kevin questioned the contestant about any fees associated with the investments.
How do I get my money back? How do I get the return?
Boom, give the guy a cigar.
But walk me through a single model. I invest in that building in New Jersey. I give you $10,000.
Sure.
I assume I own some percentage of it.
That's correct.
I assume that building is taking on so much rent. I'm making money.
Let's say I want to invest in real estate. I can go online to one of the big players, Fidelity or Schwab. I can buy a REIT. A REIT is a real estate investment trust. Total liquidity, I can buy and sell it any day I want. I'm going to get my yield of 4.5%. Let's say I
According to
want
his
to invest in
response,
real estate.
they're
I
keeping
can go online
1.25% of
to
the investment, and in response to Kevin's query, the candidate stated that REITs are not attractive. After hearing this, Mark exclaimed, "That's so terrible."
REITs aren't sex. Nobody brags about REITs.
That's so horrible.
But Aaron,
that is
who
so
cares
horrible.
about sexy when
That
it
is
comes
so
to saving
horrible.
my money?
Because
That is
you talk
wrong
to
in
any,
so
you
many
talk to
ways.
any
Robert claimed that he's out because making money from real estate investing requires chance. Once more incensed, Mark Cuban informed the contender of this dismissal. Investing in real estate, according to Lori, is hazardous and uncomfortable, which is why she's also declining. Barbara also withdrew because she claimed she couldn't trust the principal investor.
I think the Achilles heel in this, and it comes from years of investing in real estate, is your lead investor. Who is the lead investor?
Kevin made him an offer of $50,000 for 50% of the business. The competitor, however, declined the offer and indicated he couldn't go above 10%.
I wouldn't go anywhere higher than 10%.
Bummer.
You think I'm going to put my name?
This
You have
is-
nothing.
Correct.
I have a proven model that raised $1 billion.
Mark Lickfit and Mikael Soderlind are asking for $400K in exchange for a 15% interest in their business, Live Aid.
For the right shark, we're offering the opportunity to invest $400,000 for 15% of our company.
They educated the sharks on how their enterprise operates. The sharks received their samples.
This is how simply it works. Order online, receive our secure postage-paid envelope that guarantees safe shipping.
They will recreate that razor-sharp edge, and your knives will come back to you sharper than the day you bought them, all within about a week.
Do it.
Look at that. Big difference.
They explained to the sharks why and how they would use the money. They also disclosed to the sharks the company's gains and losses. They received their bargain from the sharks. Kevin made a $400K for 20% offer to them.
We would sharpen an average of $10 a knife for everything included. Minimum package for knives. So we're on 120 on this side of the year.
120,000?
Yeah.
How'd you get those sales?
So it really, I mean, what we've done is mainly experimentation. We're now on the 4th iteration of our website.
I'm going to give you 200 in cash. I'm going to give you 200 as a line of credit, and I want 20%.
Give you $400,000 for 20%. I think that's a great idea because you get Chef Wonderful.
We're going to offer you $500,000 for
20%.
Taking too long. You got to get him back.
You know, excuse me, guys. You want to know about passion, right? Well, I'm not sitting waiting. I want this deal.
Junior from Big D in Dallas, Texas, requests $500,000 in exchange for 10% equity in his business. He then describes his invention, the Tour, or World's Smartest Lockbox, saying that currently when we drive by a property, we have to call the agent, schedule an appointment, and wait for several days or worse, weeks. However, wouldn't it be great if we could tour that property right away?
You to tour the world's smartest lockbox. Buyers and sellers to access the lockbox with or without an agent. I'd love some help. Sure. So imagine Barbara's driving down the street and she sees a property for sale. She pulls it up on the tour app. She immediately sends a request. Press the power button until you see that color wheel. There you go. Now the lockbox opens up. Okay. She'll grab the keys, tour the property on her own or with a realtor. Seller gets a notification saying Barbara's completed her tour and now Barbara can leave feedback and be on her way.
He then goes on to explain how it works, explaining that it allows the buyer to tour the property. After viewing the property, she would place the keys back in the lockbox and press the phone's close button. When she asked for offers, one of the sharks on the show said that this was normal because he had seen the same lockbox on 15 homes in one day.
Last Saturday, I visited 15 homes in a day, each with an electronic lockbox on it. The agents just held their phone up, Bluetooth, they get in. So you have one incremental change on that. That's the only thing that you're doing that's different.
Junior tried to explain, but they didn't understand.
In one day on your own, as opposed to calling your agent, the agent calls the showing company calls the listing agent.
But why can't the company that already has massive market share do exactly this?
They're old, they're dated, their technology's old. They have no platform, they're so disconnected from realtors today.
So Kevin and Barbara made an offer of $500,000 for a 10% partnership and $400K of it as a loan and 18% interest, and he reduced his asking.
I'd like to join Kevin on his offer, but I need to have a contingency because it's enormously high risk.
$250,000 for 10% and a $250,000 line of credit.
Okay, we'll do $200,000 for the 10%, $300 loan.
Deal.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.